Am I the a-hole for ruining Easter by agreeing with a self-righteous little brat that I am a devil worshipper? A little background. I, 28 meters, live in a big city and yard space for entertaining is a luxury. I inherited 10 acres of land from my grandfather which he bought in the 70s. It's a dream location for an Easter egg hunt and 90% of family events are held on my property. There are 2 houses on the property. My house that I had built 2 years ago and my grandfather's house which has remained untouched since he died. I am an atheist and you will not catch me in a church, but I have no problem celebrating religious holidays like Easter if there is food involved. My dad and his wife are more active in church than most of the family. My family was getting together for Easter and my dad asked me as a favor to let his wife invite her church friends for an egg hunt after lunch. I reluctantly agreed. This pious kid, who I thought at the time was 12 to 13 from his size but I found out later he is 9, asked me why I never go to church. Keep in mind I have never met this kid in my life, so I can only assume he has heard something about me from my stepmom. All I said was church was not my thing. He asked why not. I said a different viewpoint and he wanted to know what religion I was. I said I do not belong to any religion and I consider myself an atheist. He asked what that is and I said I do not believe in a higher power. From that conversation he told me I was a devil worshipper. I was like, what the F? I told him I sure was, and in the house he would see my animal sacrifices mounted on the wall. I told him everyone thinks I got those deer from hunting but they really are sacrifices. This kid lost his shit. He ran screaming to his mom. I was a devil worshipper and sacrificed animals. He was crying with snot running down his face. At first my dad and stepmom did not get what the kid was saying because I don't hunt. The deer mounted on the walls belonged to my grandfather. My dad asked why this kid thinks you are a devil worshipper who alive deer. I told him the kid was nosy and made assumptions that I agreed with. I got yelled at by this kid's parents. They are yelling at me red-faced and I cannot stop laughing, telling me about my prosperity and that I'm evil. I told them to go take their superstitious bullshit off my property. I am catching so much hell. Drama Llama stepmom is saying I have humiliated her in front of the entire church and she will never forgive me. I told her I don't care and reminded her I only tolerate her. My dad wrote a public apology on his FB on my behalf. There was some backlash from the family and he deleted it. I feel a family meeting coming on which I won't subject myself to. Am I the a-hole for agreeing with this little brat about his assumptions? I really think they overreacted. I might have taken it too far with the deer sacrifice.